Yeti and the Loch Ness Monster, the unlikely adventure. Mysterious beginnings. The scene opens with a quiet, misty morning in the Himalayas. Snow-covered peaks stretch into the sky as the camera pans down to a cozy cave nestled in the mountains. Inside, we meet Yeti, a big, furry, but kind-hearted creature with a playful smile. He's sitting next to a glowing fire, reading a book titled Legends of the Loch Ness Monster.
Far across the world, deep in a misty Scottish lake, lives the Loch Ness Monster, a creature as mysterious as the stars themselves. I've explored every corner of these mountains, but I've never been beyond them. It's time to meet Nessie, the Loch Ness Monster.
He packs his things, a scarf, a compass, and some snowballs for fun, of course, and heads off on his journey. Journey to Loch Ness. The camera follows Yeti as he crosses continents, trudging through snowy forests, hopping on a cargo ship, and eventually arriving in the misty highlands of Scotland. Along the way, he faces challenges, steep cliffs, wild weather, but nothing stops Yeti's determination. Finally, he arrives at Loch Ness. The lake is dark and mysterious, with fog swirling above the surface.
So this is where Nessie lives.
Suddenly, ripples form in the water. A huge, serpent-like shape moves beneath the surface. Yeti's heart races as he steps closer to the water's edge. First encounter. Out of the mist, Nessie's long neck and head rise from the water, her eyes glowing softly in the moonlight. She's a massive, majestic creature, but there's something kind about her expression.
And who might you be, wandering into my lake?
I'm Yeti from the Himalayas. I've heard stories about you, and I wanted to meet the legendary Loch Ness Monster.
Legendary, you say? Well, it's not every day someone comes from so far just to meet me. But, Yeti, why?
Because I think you're like me, people tell stories about us, but no one truly knows us. Maybe we're not as different as they think.
Suddenly, the peaceful moment is interrupted. The water begins to swirl violently, and the sky darkens. Out of nowhere, a menacing sea creature, larger and more fearsome than Nessie, emerges from the depths. This is Morven, a mythical beast that has long been jealous of Nessie's fame.
You're not the only one who rules these waters, Nessie! It's time for you to vanish once and for all!
Morven lunges toward Nessie, sending waves crashing against the shore.
Look out!
Yeti quickly leaps into action, grabbing a snowball from his pack and hurling it at Morven's head. The snowball explodes in a puff of cold air, momentarily stunning the creature.
Yeti, you're a quick thinker.
Teaming up. Yeti and Nessie quickly realize they'll need to work together to fend off Morven. Yeti runs along the shore, throwing snowballs to distract Morven, while Nessie dives beneath the water, creating whirlpools to unbalance the beast.
Hey, Morven, bet you can't catch me.
Morven, enraged, charges at Yeti, but Nessie emerges just in time, knocking Morven off balance with her powerful tail. Morven roars in frustration.
Yeti, keep him distracted. I have an idea.
Nessie dives deep, creating a massive underwater current. Morven, caught off guard, is sucked into the swirling water. As the current pulls Morven away, he lets out a final roar before disappearing into the depths of the lake. A new friendship. The water calms, and the fog begins to lift. Yeti, out of breath but smiling, sits by the shore as Nessie rises from the water.
That was incredible. We make a pretty good team, huh?
We sure do. I've never met anyone like you, Yeti. Thank you for helping me.
That's what friends do. Besides, I didn't come all this way just to let some bully ruin things.
Nessie swims closer to the shore, her massive form casting a protective shadow over Yeti.
Well, if you ever want to visit again, you're always welcome here, Yeti. There's plenty more to explore in these waters, and I think we could have a lot of fun.
Absolutely, and you're welcome in the Himalayas anytime. I think you'd love the snow.
The camera zooms out as Yeti and Nessie share a laugh, looking out over the calm waters of Loch Ness. The mist rolls in again, but this time it feels peaceful, like the beginning of a new adventure. Closing moment. The final scene shows Yeti walking off into the misty highlands, waving goodbye to Nessie. As he disappears into the distance, Nessie watches with a soft smile before diving back into the lake.
Sometimes the greatest adventures come from the most unexpected friendships.